Tego, let's jump into this story, if we may, all about the breakdown of the homeowners exemptions for capital gains when you sell a primary residence.
Yeah.
So there's some statistics, and I know you have a really, really pretty chart.
Yeah,
Really pretty chart if you're watching us on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's about the owners who are over the exclusion limit.
Yeah. So in the United States, if for your primary residence, when you sell a property, you have capital gains, meaning, over the time you've owned the property, you've earned gains on that property and equity and maybe depreciation and some other things. Anyway, but in the United States, it's $250,000 for single and $500,000 for
A married couple.
married couple, right? The thing that's crazy about it, it hasn't changed since 1997 was the last time those numbers
Those
were
limits
updated.
were raised?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, and so there's been some push in Congress to change those and update them. There's a proposal to double them. There's another proposal to basically, give people, just get rid of them altogether. There's no. But the thing that's interesting, we've talked about California as kind of the poster child for over appreciation and unaffordability of housing. And it's interesting because people are just staying put because they don't want to take that capital gains hit. 62% of the homes in California
Are over the exclusion amount.
Exactly.
Yes. I look at that pretty chart, and of course I go straight to New Mexico, and I say 21% of households that own property in New Mexico are over the exclusion limit as well.
Meaning if they sell their primary residence, they're going to have to pay some taxes.
Right, on the gain above the exclusion amount.
The capital gains, yeah.
So the exclusion amount is if you sell your main home, primary residence, you realize a capital gain, the difference between the selling price of the original and the selling price, right? If it's more than, as a single person, $250,000 gain of income, or $500,000 as a married couple, any amount of gain above those, you would pay tax on the amounts above.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And when I look at California, Tego, I know we've had people come here. We don't have this influx of Californians like people were talking about, but we have had a few come and buy with cash. And they have cashed out, and they probably have paid some capital gains on their earnings from selling their property. But it also put them in a position to be cash buyers in beautiful New Mexico.
I just want to say something on that.
Okay.
Most of the cash buyers we see, especially in the luxury properties, are New Mexicans.
I know. We're working with two right now.
Right.
Where we have two luxury properties that are under contract with cash buyers from New Mexico doing business in New Mexico.
That whole narrative that the Californians are coming and buying all our homes is not true, never has been true, and is still not true, and will probably not be true in the future.
Moving on.
I don't have an opinion on that or anything.
Not that I'm an accountant, but just to clarify, to qualify for the exclusion of the $250,000 or $500,000, you have to have owned and lived in the home as your primary residence 2 of the last 5 years leading up to the sale. So there are some rules around it too. Interesting that those limits haven't been raised in a long time. So let's hope they do get raised and people can keep more of that capital gain.
Well, one of the conversations that's been going on in the real estate world the last couple of years is people just aren't moving. They're staying put. And there's a couple of reasons for it. One is they've got those low interest rates, maybe 3%, right? So they don't want to give that up. They've got the property tax where, we have a thing in New Mexico where you're on your personal residence, it can only go up 3% per year for your property taxes. On top of that, now it's also this capital gains thing. So there's multiple financial reasons for people just to stay put in their home. And so, and that's why we don't see a lot of turnover. A lot of people want to move, but they look at the numbers and go, maybe not.
Yeah. Although we still have people decide to make the move for lifestyle or for work or for other reasons. But okay, so there you go.
Thanks for watching the video all the way to the end. We appreciate you. And please click subscribe. We'll keep you updated on what's going on with real estate in the Albuquerque area and New Mexico, and of course, across the entire country. Have a great one.